Missouri Tigers, taking on last year's national champion, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Missouri's offense will have the ball first. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to...
Turning it on! They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The RPO, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
And those are so frustrating when you're defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. We've had a few receivers win the Heisman in recent years. Devontae Smith was special. Travis Hunter on a different level, playing both ways. But what does it take for a receiver to receive this type of Heisman hype, Jesse?
Well, you have to keep making plays when everybody in the world knows the quarterback's throwing you the football, and that's what those Heisman Trophy winners were able to do. You think back to guys like Desmond Howard. He stepped up whenever he had an opportunity on the biggest stages, and that's what this guy has to do today.
Well, and that's for everybody, right? Down the stretch when it matters most, you have to be elite, but for...
He makes the play, it's intercepted.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Throws to the tight end. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Backed up now, here's second and long. Unloads quickly. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. All Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, a running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First down here for the offense. Back to pass, it's Best. Using the quick game. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. LSU right back to the line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Handoff from the gun. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays thrown.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. On a little time, lets it go.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Makes it past the marker. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Shoots it to the left. And the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Working that left side now. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up the first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
To the air, it's Best. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They send the tight end in motion. Off play action on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
To the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Suggs. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making it.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to throw. It's Best. Unloads to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have it.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Takes a shot. Finds a man in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Missouri wants to go fast.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking for the score! Touchdown, Tigers! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now on second down. They'll go to the ground. Looking for room at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. LSU quick to the line. Dropping back, it's Best. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Pulls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Marches ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown LSU!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws for the tight end. The short hand, it's Presley. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking down the field. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the Gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And that's a huge huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on for a massive fumble recovery.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The run from the shotgun. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown LSU! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he makes the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get some.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play. And I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd hyped up. And that's something as an opposing quarterback you do not want. Take it from me. I know it from experience. I remember my true freshman year playing at night here in Death Valley. That was the first time in my life I understood what the term hostile environment meant. This place is scary when the crowd gets involved, and that sack right there is going to light them up.
With the catch, it's Suggs. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He's got great speed. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Scanning the field, it's Best. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to ride this running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Pulls it in, and Suggs. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Motion from the back. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Missouri comes to the line with another first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. On the run, still looking. There he goes. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense got it. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air, it's Best. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability. The ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast. And sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. They're working that left side. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That fumble in Crust territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Running to the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Quickly out to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Now the play fake. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Tigers! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his...
They're going to get him for a safety, trying to make something out of nothing, and still got stuck for the 2.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 20. Touchdown, LSU. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here comes the option. Quick toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Stands in and takes the hit. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Missouri!
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. And they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. The give out of the gun. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They go to the ground. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his tight end. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on 2nd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Presley. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They are in no mood show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. This offense has gone haywire on these last 2 plays in the red zone. Can they set things right on 3rd and goal? And on 4th down, they'll come up and take the knee. The Tigers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. It's another safety. Can you believe this? 2nd of the game.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week of practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming in this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he pulls it in at the 15. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Presley. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it.